recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Welcome to ECW. I'm your host, Gotmark76, and we have a nice surprise for you. We're going to be starting off with an ECW Tag Team title match as Ron and Don Harris, the Bruise Brothers, are going to challenge Bad Company for the ECW Tag Team Championship. This match was supposed to be the Bruise Brothers taking on the Blackhearts, but ECW officials have made this a World Tag Team title match, and the referee calls for the bell, and away we go. As Pat Tanaka working over, we're going to call him Don Harris, and Diamond working over Ron Harris. I don't know the difference. And now Ron Harris getting back to his feet as Don works over Pat Tanaka. This will be contested under Texas Tornado rules. All four men in or out of the ring at the same time. The first pinfall or submission will win the match and be the ECW Tag Team Champions. Of course, Bad Company won those titles just last month by defeating Taz and Kevin Sullivan. Ironically, both of those men will be in singles action later tonight. But Bad Company stole the tag team opportunity from the Pitbulls as Paul Diamond cracks Don Harris over the head with a table. This is ECW as Tanaka with a DDT on Don Harris in the ring. And a beautiful drop kick by Diamond on Ron on the outside. The referee, of course, staying in the ring, focusing on Don Harris and Pat Tanaka. As Tanaka now sending up Don Harris to the Tree of Woe. Oh, and a backbreaker by Tanaka on Don Harris. Goes for the cover. Will that be all? Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Don Harris. As Paul Diamond has Ron Harris on the outside, and a body slam on the floor. Down goes Ron Harris. Don Harris making a comeback in the ring. He's going for the cover. New champions 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Tanaka. Don Harris, I missed the maneuver. I was focusing on Diamond and Ron Harris on the outside, but nailed some kind of high-impact maneuver and got a 2 count on Pat Tanaka. And now a submission maneuver in the ring. Is Tanaka going to tap out Diamond? Slides in the ring and breaks up the maneuver just in the nick of time. And now Diamond going after Don Harris. Stomping away on Don as Ron makes his way back into the ring. Oh, and wow, what a maneuver on the part of Paul Diamond. Goes for the cover. He's on top 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. I believe that's Don Harris now being double teamed by Bad Company in the ring. As Ron Harris on the outside trying to recoup. I'm sure all the tag teams here in ECW are paying attention to this one. Public Enemy, the Pitbulls, the Blackhearts, and of course the former champions Taz and Sullivan. As Tanaka goes for the cover and the kick out of 2, I think that was Ron Harris. I can't keep up here. Diamond on top of Don Harris. 1, 2, and 3. I didn't see the maneuver to put away Don Harris. The action fast and furious here in this tornado match. But Paul Diamond with the victory for Bad Company, and they are still the ECW Tag Team Champions. Oh, and that was a maneuver on the outside on the table. I didn't see that one. I'll tell you what, man. These tornadoes. Oh, and okay, that's what it was. One of the Harris brothers missed a big boot, and Tanaka nailed a drop kick. Well, I'll tell you, fast and furious action. And this match may have favored the Bruise Brothers in the beginning, but it was Bad Company who pulled out the victory. Fans, don't go away. Taz and Sabu in one-on-one action coming up next. We'll be right back. And welcome back to ECW. Taz already in the ring. He is waiting his opponent, Sabu. And talk about an intense performer, Sabu. This guy would jump off of a building if it would do damage to you and wouldn't care what it did to him. He is the nephew of the Sheik, and he is here in ECW to hurt people. And he will use his high-flying skills, to try and take out Taz, who will kind of stay to the ground. And just like I was trying to say here, Taz taking down Sabu. Taz will ground and pound you, nail you with suplexes and slams, and mat wrestle, where Sabu wants to take it to the air. As now Taz working over the leg of Sabu has him in a submission. And I just don't see Sabu being the kind of person who taps out. And the kick to the head ended that submission. And now a knee to the chest and Sabu in control. Taz, of course, former ECW World Tag Team Champion. His partner Kevin Sullivan will be in our main event when he takes on Shane Douglas. And he goes for the cover on Sabu. That's not going to put him away. No way. Kick out at 1 by Sabu. You're going to have to do more than that to put away Sabu. Oh, and a belly to back suplex. Up and over goes Sabu. Taz staying on top. Now working the arm. Another submission maneuver. Has it locked in. Turns him over. Taz needs to be careful not to be pinned here. As Sabu, the referee's right there. Sabu able to get out of that maneuver. With a series of elbows to the face, that's going to break any hold. And now we're back to square one. A chop by Sabu. Front face lock. Up and over. Ooh, and almost like a suplex DDT by Sabu. And now Sabu working the arm. And Sabu with a possible submission here. No, he just pulls back on the arm. Sabu may not try to submit you, but he's going to try and hurt you. And he did just that to Taz, working over the arm. And another suplex-like DDT. And Sabu now climbing the top rope and misses a springboard leg drop. And Taz fast to act with a counter drop kick. And this is a back and forth match. These two men, different styles, but that is what ECW was all about, bringing you action that you will not see anywhere else. Now they're on the outside. And I'm noticing the referee is not counting. Maybe the referee being a little lenient in these rules. Rams the face of Sabu into the guardrail at ringside here at Cabrini College in Radnor, Pennsylvania. Taz was trying to get a reaction from the fans, but that gave Sabu a chance to get up, and he rams Taz into the wood steps at ringside. And now Sabu back in control, stomping away on Taz. Referee again not counting, letting this action spill to the outside. On the big clothesline by Taz, takes down Sabu. A big right hand by Taz. Sabu barely standing, but now, and Taz slamming Sabu into the wood steps and throws Sabu down to the mat. Again, that's a carpet on the floor. This is a basketball gymnasium, the NCAA Cabrini College Gymnasium here, where they play basketball. A carpet to hide the cables and wires and to cover the gym floor. That is not a well-protected mat as Taz rams the head of Sabu into the ring post. And another one for good luck. And that ring post does not budge, people. That was 2 headshots into that ring post. Taz rolls over Sabu. That has to be all. 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Sabu, who got his head rung not once but twice, but still not enough to put away Sabu. And Taz staying on top, dragging Sabu to the ropes. And an overhead belly-to-belly suplex over to the floor. Are you kidding me? Taz overhead belly-to-belly suplex Sabu onto the arena floor. He's followed Sabu out, and Taz is going to work on Sabu. Taz doesn't care about winning this match, or he would have thrown Sabu into the ring to pin him. And now Taz with a submission maneuver turns him over, and Sabu has nowhere to go. His legs are facing opposite the ropes. Sabu's going to have to fight hard to get out of this one. And that's just what he's doing, with another elbow shot to the head, and down goes Taz. Sabu now climbing the top rope. What's he have in store here? Sabu up top, leaps and misses with a leg drop. Taz able to get out of the way. And now Taz throws Sabu over the top. Sabu hangs on. And an overhead belly-to-belly suplex into the ring this time. Taz hooks the leg, goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Sabu. What a back and forth match this has been. Taz showing that he can do singles wrestling on his own, does not need a tag team partner. And Sabu showing that it's going to take a lot to put him away for any future opponent. And a beautiful suplex by Taz takes over Sabu. Does not go for the cover, and that may pay to be a mistake as he's ramming the back of Sabu's head to the mat. Now he goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Sabu. What a match, and what a glutton for punishment Sabu is. As now Taz setting up Sabu. What's he have in store here? An overhead suplex, up and over goes Sabu. That has to be all. 1, 2, and no again. Sabu kicks out. What a display being put on by both of these men. Sabu has played a very defensive match. He's had to kick out of several near fall attempts. Oh, and a shooting star press misses. Sabu got the knees up. Taz now thrown into the ropes. Sabu misses with a drop kick. Front face lock by Sabu, and a brain buster. Down goes Taz, and Taz landed awkwardly. Sabu now picks up Taz, has him. Set up for a tombstone pile driver. Down goes Taz. Sabu hooks a leg. That might be all. 1, 2, and 3. What a match by these two men. Sabu working the neck of Taz. Nailed the brainbuster first. And then the tombstone pile driver. And that put away Taz. But here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. What a match this was. And something tells me that we will see these two in action again in the near future. Look at that suplex by Taz. Sabu landed on his head. But Sabu was able to overcome and put away Taz with a brainbuster and a tombstone. Fans, don't go away. Our main event is next when Shane Douglas takes on Kevin Sullivan. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Eastern Championship Wrestling. It's time for our main event one-on-one action as Shane Douglas takes on Kevin Sullivan. And Shane Douglas made his debut in ECW 2 weeks ago, coming to the rescue of Terry Funk in a 2-on-1 attack by Jimmy Snuka and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And then just last week, Shane Douglas made his in-ring debut for ECW, teaming with Terry Funk, as they defeated Jimmy Superfly Snuka and the Magnificent Morocco. And now Douglas in one-on-one action against former ECW World Tag Team Champion Kevin Sullivan. And these two men, no strangers to each other, both wrestled in WCW for many years, find themselves here in the Philadelphia area. And Sullivan now, with a front face lock, has Douglas up for a suplex, holds him up and down goes Shane Douglas. We can talk about all the credentials that both of these men have. Shane Douglas was a tag team champion in WCW with one of the all-time greats, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But Douglas wants to make a name for himself as a single star. He has wrestled in the UWF. He is familiar with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And he came to the rescue of Terry Funk as a matter of respect, because he respected what Terry Funk has done for this business, and he did not want to see a legend like Terry Funk attacked 2-on-1. But Shane Douglas has definitely set his sights on gold here in ECW. And if I'm the Sandman or Nature Boy Buddy Landell, I'm going to watch my back for Shane Douglas. And of course, Kevin Sullivan, former ECW World Tag Team Champion. He and Taz lost the gold last month to Bad Company. And now Douglas working over the neck and head of Kevin Sullivan. And a big right hand by Douglas. And now Douglas sets him up, belly suplex. Up and over goes Sullivan, hooks a leg. But Sullivan kicks out at one. And that maneuver usually caught off the ropes. Shane Douglas has mastered the belly-to-belly suplex, taught that maneuver by the one and only Magnum TA. And Douglas staying on top of Kevin Sullivan. Oh, and an elbow to the side of the head by Sullivan. Runs, charges, and a drop kick takes down Shane Douglas. And now several kicks in the corner. Sullivan in control, goes for the cover. Douglas down one and gets his foot on the bottom rope. The referee breaks up the pinfall attempt. And Sullivan has to go back to square one. Sullivan dropping the leg across the neck of Shane Douglas. And those boots with lots of force behind them to the chest of Douglas. Douglas now trying to make a comeback with an elbow to the midsection. A big right hand stuns Sullivan up against the ropes. Douglas going to work. Front face lock by Douglas has Sullivan up and drapes him across the top rope. And now Sullivan in trouble, holding his midsection. Douglas off the ropes, drops an elbow, and Sullivan's in trouble. But Sullivan able to kick Douglas off. And now Sullivan going to the outside. Not sure what he's doing out here. Trying to maybe pump himself up. The referee began to count. Sullivan came back in the ring and was met with a clothesline. Down goes Sullivan. Douglas back in control. With a suplex blocked by Sullivan. And now Sullivan throws Douglas into the turnbuckle. Turns Douglas around. But Douglas with an arm drag takes down Sullivan, and now a schoolboy by Douglas. But Sullivan able to make it to the ropes. Douglas now throws Sullivan into the ropes, and a big elbow takes down Sullivan. And here it is, another belly-to-belly suplex by Douglas. Hooks the leg. Sullivan's down. 1, 2, and the kick out at 2 by Sullivan. And Douglas wondering what he has to do to put Sullivan away. And a clothesline over the top rope. And Douglas has to rethink his strategy, as he was unable to put away Kevin Sullivan with that belly-to-belly suplex. Douglas going after Sullivan on the outside. Throws Sullivan back into the ring. And an elbow to the top of the head. Douglas now back in control. Picks up Sullivan. Snapmare takeover. And a drop kick to the back of the head, as Douglas showboats to the fans here in Radnor. Sullivan rolled to the outside. Got his breath, came back in the ring, is met with a, now they're exchanging chops. Back and forth, and a big clothesline by Sullivan takes down Douglas. And another leg drop by Sullivan across the chest. Another one across the neck this time. And Sullivan stomping away on Shane Douglas, setting him up. What does Sullivan have in store here? Allowing Douglas to get back to his feet. And there it is, the Asian spike by Kevin Sullivan. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no, a kick out at 2 3/4 by Shane Douglas. Goes for the cover again. Referee 1, and a kick out at 1 this time by Douglas. Barely gets that shoulder up. Doesn't have much energy left. Sullivan going for a clothesline. It was reversed by Douglas. Has him up. A suplex reverse into a neck breaker. Sullivan now back in control. Back and forth here in our main event on Eastern Championship Wrestling. Sullivan now rolls over Douglas again. Doesn't hook the leg. 1, and a kick out at 1 by Douglas. Kevin Sullivan knows better, needs to hook the leg next time. But Douglas trying to make it back to his feet, and he does. A big elbow stuns Sullivan. Picks him up, sets him up, and spikes him down with a pile driver. Douglas now not going for the pinfall. That might be a mistake. Has Sullivan up. And a always fisherman suplex slam down to the mat goes Sullivan, and 3. And Shane Douglas with the victory over Kevin Sullivan here on Eastern Championship Wrestling. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. A back and forth match between these two men. And Douglas hit Sullivan with not 1 but 2 belly-to-belly suplexes, a maneuver that has put away many competitors in the past. Sullivan able to kick out both times. But it was a fisherman suplex slam that put away Kevin Sullivan. And this is the move that set it up. A spike pile driver down to the mat went Sullivan. And your winner, Shane Douglas. Fans, we thank you so much for joining us here on ECW. We have a great show lined up for you next week as Public Enemy takes on the Pitbulls and Jimmy Snuka challenges Buddy Landell for the ECW title. Until then, we'll see you at the matches. Goodbye, everybody.